and mustard. All right. So for the weekly catch up, we had the coolest.
We had a duo. Because usually we're like, oh my God, what did you do this week? We combined forces.
Yeah, we actually got to hang out for the last week.
Yes.
Which was actually really fun. And when I went home, I was like, you know what? Even if we didn't go to the event, I just enjoyed going to get salads and like do our
fucking
we gotta wait.
Though.
We gotta do that. Okay, because that's totally something. Okay, so on Wednesday, I told Bridget that we were going to go to a date night. I didn't tell her. Not even
on Wednesday. It was like 2 weeks. You're like, I'm picking you up.
Oh, yeah.
You said, what are you doing on Wednesday at 6? I said, nothing. She's like, you're booked. I'm picking you up. We're going on a date. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I booked her very quickly.
Yes. I was like, okay. And you show up in the Stang, which, of course, is like, all right, I'll hang out.
I told her to dress really cute.
Yes.
And we were going to go out on the town.
But then I get here. Or because she's like, dress really cute. We're going to go out. And I'm a girl, so I start texting. I'm like, are we going to sit? Are we going to be outside? Like, I need to know the parameters. Like, just don't say, like, dress cute. Because I'm like, what's the surroundings? Am I going to sit? That depends on if I'm wearing heels or flats. Am I going to be inside or outside? Because that depends on what I'm wearing. And, like, is my deodorant going to work?
Yeah.
So, like, I was so stoked. I had this, like, kind of over-the-top outfit, but then it ended up being super hot, and I just didn't give a shit at that point.
Yeah.
So I showed up, so she was, like, overdressed, and then she's like, no, I don't give a shit. So then she changed.
We both looked fabulous.
Okay, I'm going to change.
We both looked fabulous, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So from there, we did go get salads over at Mad Greens, and it was super tasty. Loved it.
Super tasty.
But again, actually, I'm craving one
every
right
time
now.
we go, I like try to order something myself, and then she orders something else, and then hers is always better than mine.
My Caesar?
Yeah, you're Caesar, girl.
Really?
Yes.
You're so.
So
oh
she picked out tea today, and she's like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "Pick for me," because I make horrible choices. Like I just never. It's hers are whatever she picks always is better. Well, and then we went and got salad. We went to get coffee. Again,
well, the reason why we were going to go get coffee is because we had a little bit of time, and we were like. And I was like, okay, well, we had salads, but now I still want to fuck it up with candy.
Oh,
so we went to the candy store, and there was no sour gummy worms.
We went to the candy shop. There were no sour worms. We were disappointed, so we left.
I wanted to finish that, and then I was like, probably not appropriate.
Yeah. So it would have been the lollipop part.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any, so technically it was not. That's selling lies.
So then we went over to Barnes & Noble, and we were like, fuck yeah, cake pop it is.
Well, we go to Barnes & Noble because she's like, oh my God, books. And I was like, oh my God, cake. Because I was like, Starbucks cake pops are bomb.
Yeah.
So we go there, and we're kind of like dancing around it. Because I was like, oh, yeah, do you want one? She's like, I don't know, do you want one? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of don't know if I want one. So then we go over, and we're like, at this point, we're sold. We're like ready for these cake pops.
Yeah.
And I get over there, and we're like, it's all empty. And I was like, oh God. I was like, I don't think
there's any cake pops.
I don't think they have any. And I go up to the girl and I was like, hey, like, do you have any of those? And she's just like, no. And I'm like, okay, bye. Like, peace out.
Yeah, she even asked, are you sure you don't want anything else?
Yeah. She like looked at me. She's just like, kind of like, really? Like, that's it? I'm like, nah. Yeah. I was only here for that. Disappointed.
So from there, we get into my car and we're like, all right, well, we still have like a little bit of time, but we're probably going to be late.
And but
we don't have to be there at like 6:30 on the dot. So
at this point,
we're going to go find another Starbucks.
So that's the thing. You were so like that. We were in the car and I was already healing, knowing I'm like, all right, well, and cake pops aren't happening.
No, you get me on it. I'm like,
yeah, she was done. So we go up searching for whatever was like another Starbucks on the way.
Yes.
And this time we're like, fuck yeah, like we're going to get cake pops. It's going to be amazing.
We made a mistake.
What?
We went by the fucking college. Oh. Why would they have cake pops?
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert. We went to the second one and there were no cake pops. And we're just really disappointed. So
then we were like, all right, let's get
like, I feel
coffee
like,
now.
Yeah, like, maybe it's because it wasn't a Barnes & Noble one. It was like a legit Starbucks. I'm like, I feel like I should buy something because we like got all the way there.
Yeah.
So like we do the coffee. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what to drink, whatever. Make me something that tastes good to the barista girl. And they fuck it up, like, badly. And then you make this thing that's amazing. She's like, oh, you want to try mine? I'm like, okay. And I'm like, shit, it's good. So, like, mine was gross and hers was fantastic. And then we have no cake pops. So we end up, like, settling for a cookie. which was fine.
It was all right.
Like, legit, it was fine. But I was already like, body was prepared, you know. For
I was waiting for that moist, like,
sorry,
that
moist
battery. What do you want me to say? It is moist.
Batter is worse, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But anywho, we get to...
Have you gotten one yet?
No.
I haven't either.
This was, like, we literally need to go now. It's down the street.
Yeah, I haven't got one yet. I was like...
We should take my GoPro and see what happens.
We'll record ourselves after of us GoProing to get some stuff. So that's essentially what's going to happen. But
so
yeah,
we get to 98 KUPD.
And you have to backtrack. So it's a surprise. I have no idea.
Yes.
Explain what you set up. Explain what you actually did. Because I didn't know this until we were actually there.
Yes. So at the Mad Greens, she's like, okay, well, tell me what we're doing. And I'm like, all right, well, we're already on our way. And
I'm already committed. I can't leave.
Yeah, you can't leave. So I'm going to tell you what we're doing. So we are going to 98 KUPD, which is a really awesome radio station here in Arizona, all dedicated for rock music, which they have the best like festivals, and they have a Easter keg hunt. I mean, we've literally like watched it for 10 years.
Oh yeah, you go around finding kegs around the valley. Yeah.
And they're Easter, during Easter time. Like they have such like you say 98 KUPD, no matter what, and if somebody doesn't know rock, they're like, oh yeah, John Holmberg's Morning Sickness. And then they always are like, oh, 98 KUPD.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that Arizonians like.
You just know.
Yeah. Same thing when you are talking about Shanko. You're welcome. For both of you. Oh, he's got his headphones on.
No, what is the other one?
You have a friend in the diamond business.
Shanko off Scottsdale Road in Tacoma.
I know which one you're
1
talking
mile
about.
south of Bell Road.
See?
Open weekdays
Weekends
till
late.
8.
Saturday and Sunday till 5.
Online
at Shanko.com. See, told you.
Sponsored.
Hold on. Yeah, you're welcome, Shanko. No, I know what you're talking about. It's law. Learner and row is the way to go.
79900.
977-190.
You know what I still remember though? Is Scruff McGruff.
Scruff McGruff.
Chicago,
Illinois,
60652.
60652. So if I'm ever in Illinois.
Why do I know Scruff McGruff?
I don't know. I was in Wisconsin.
Was that the DARE thing? Like
it was
school?
DARE.
Maybe that's what it was.
Have no idea why it would be Illinois for you.
I don't know. Then did you ever have to make the video of like if you got lost or taken?
The fuck?
Yeah, we had to do videos in school, and it was like us recording. We had to say my address is
no.
My name's Bridget. I'm 8 years old, and my address is blah 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 blah. In case you got like kidnapped.
Wow. Because the kidnapper would
dark.
give a fuck if you're like, it's like Ralphie.
Here's a videotape.
Like, hi, I'm located at. They're like, dude, we're stealing you.
No, it's just for your
breath smells like cat food.
It's for your family. So like they're like, this is her, and then they play it. I don't know if they play it on the news. I don't know. I just remember doing that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Maybe.
weird. Now there's the internet. No one does that anymore.
Yeah. So,
but anywho,
backtrack.
so we go to 98 KUPD. There's some badass guitars up on the walls. We're looking at them. I'm a little nervous because I'm like, I don't know how this is going to be.
Oh, we're hyped up on coffee.
Yeah, super
we're like,
shaking. We're like, oh my God, should have had
brew.
cake pop.
Yeah, cold brew and sugar cookies. It was like, oh, it was a horrible mistake.
So nonstop talking through the whole thing.
Yeah. So we get there and it's
super exciting.
We'll get
I
that.
absolutely loved the setup. We meet the DM who's going to be there, Fitz, and he is one of the
DJ announcers.
Yeah, on the radio. So he is such a cool guy. It was his first time DMing. He was so awesome.
So, if you guys haven't figured it out, she said DM. She took us to a Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry, did I not say that?
Oh,
sorry. We've been talking about Arizona commercials.
So she took us to a Dungeons and Dragons night, and I was like, oh shit, like this is kind of cool because I haven't been in a campaign in a while. So we watched this mini campaign, and we got to be observers. Which again, we talked too much.
I'm so glad that we were observers because those were such intricate. Or such awesome characters that those people were playing.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They had a dragon blood paladin, or dragonborn paladin. It was so cool. Like there was a druid, so represent for those who love druids.
The cleric my faves.
There you go. And the cleric was funny
He
because
was funny. He was very
stuck
RP.
to-
He was
yeah.
very RP, which was great.
Yes.
We had fun. We were there for quite a while. We met some really cool people. We found out about a convention that I didn't even know about. Was the tabletop like convention where you can go. It's coming up over July 4th weekend here, and essentially it's all kinds of tabletop games. So you can go and play D&D and everything else. So it was really cool to kind of go and connect, and it definitely made me want to start a campaign again because it's been like my last one took almost 2 years. So it's like waiting to play that again. So yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. And then I was excited because I went to work the next day and I was telling some of the girls, and the one girl's like, oh, that sounds fun. And then I tell the other girl in my office, she's like, shut up, you were there? And I was like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was great. She was excited, and she was like trying to go through the video and find us. I'm like, we weren't playing, we were just watching and heckling in the background. Like, that's what we were doing.
Which was so funny because I went to, so I was trying to broadcast it. My phone was dying. It wasn't picking it up. I was trying to stream it.
Hole.
It was literally like not picking up. I was trying to put Facebook posts up. And all these people were joining in onto 98 KUPD on their Facebook page from my links and everything that I was sending out. But then the next day they were like, oh, how was the date night? Because we were like, I was documenting like the whole date night up until what we were doing. We even have a video talking about how I'm nervous and I have to poop. Yeah. Because I'm nervous.
I didn't realize that this date night she brought the internet with her. I was like,
oh,
wait,
yeah.
what? How many people know that we're on a date night?
I was like famous the next day at GoDaddy because people are like, dude, I loved that. Where were you at? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I was in the back, but how did you like it? That was so cool. I didn't even know that they did that with D&D.
Yeah.
So there's so many people that were watching just because they didn't know what it was about, and like,
which is nice because it's nice to have D&D kind of be resurfaced because I keep seeing a lot of things. I keep seeing it coming out everywhere, so it's kind of nice to see the D&D coming out of the basement.
Yes,
which I like.
And I don't want it to be just something that people do because they saw it on Stranger Things. Like,
oh yeah, huh? Well, I always watched it from Critical Role.
Yeah.
Because that was fun. I don't know how I stumbled across it. I don't know if it was because it was from a Comic-Con a couple years back. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
cool
do
to
great.
See that.
Yeah.
So that is the weekly catch-up. It was super fun. Thank you so much, Fitz. And we met some really cool people
you yelled
there.
At me a little bit, I still love you. And I think it was an amazing experience. And I will keep that. Because I know I talk a lot. I'm so sorry. Story of my life.
Yes, we are sincere. Sorry. I apologize. But that was amazing. 98 KUPD is amazing. You guys should go definitely listen to them, as well as Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
They're kind of a big deal.
They're a huge deal.
Radio station.
Yeah, we're a big deal now. With that being said, talking about radios, we're going to go to Nerd News. I know, I was thinking that too. Which were
by the time excellent.
Woo!
I don't know why that came up. It's fine.